Cold game. First round draft pick.
Welcome to another episode of ColdGame. I'm your host, Isaiah Dotson. I'm here with my co-host, Malcolm Bennell. What it do, cuz?
What it do, cuz? What it do? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, cuz. I can't complain. How you feeling?
Feeling good, cuz. Ready to get into it. We live. Let's go.
We live, man. How was your day, though? How was your day?
Day was cool, man. Another day of fasting in the books. Had some Indiana sports on tonight. I know we're gonna get into that. Got to watch them. I went out, sat out and eat at Bubba's 33s tonight. Shout out to them, man. I ain't never had a bad plate at Bubba's, man. Bubba's 33s. That might be another little spot to go to.
What you have over there? You get that pizza?
Yeah, I got a little small piece, so we shared on. I got a burger though. A mushroom burger. Fire.
Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with that. All right, man. Let's get straight into it, man. A big day in the NBA, a lot of games. We're going to start off with our home team, man, the Pacers.
Mm-hmm.
Pacers end up taking that L to the Hawks, 118-120. We came back, had our chances. What you see about that game, cuz? What was your thoughts?
Trae Young, you know what I'm saying? Trae Young, Karis LeVert came in, off that bench and, did what he had to do. But Trae Young's so streaky, man. That's my thing with Trae Young. Trae Young will give you 36 one night and come out the next night to have 8, But when Trae Young gets hot, he's one of the best in the league. And we don't have Miles, man. That's just like not Miles, excuse me. We didn't have Tyrese. That's just like a glaring weakness when he's out of our offense. So shout out to Ben Shepherd and Nemhard and but that don't nobody handle that rock like Tyrese do.
Right. I was hoping to see Tyrese mixed with automatic mathematic because he came off that bench and he came off doing numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we need from him, man. If we can get Tyrese and automatic mathematic back on the floor together, I feel good about us. But
yeah, all the day.
With Tyrese being out, it's gonna be hard because he's our point and he's one of the top players in the league. If not, in my personal opinion, he's top 5 point guard in the league. Mm-hmm. And when he get hot, he was one of the last 4 point guards left last year. So we know how far he can lead us. So him not being on the floor, man, is definitely hurting us. But let's hope we get him back soon. Hope that hip flexor is it's crazy, man. He need to go in the gym and be doing them leg swings. You feel me? Do them heel taps. Man, get your hip right, man.
Yeah, you gotta get that hip right.
Problems. So hopefully he get better soon, man. And we get back on track with him because it's been rough without him.
Definitely been rough without him. Get healthy for us, Tyrese, man. We need you out there, man. We need to, we done had a couple L's in this past week, so we need to run them W's up and hold that playoff position, man. I said I wanted to stand on them Bucks, man. So that's who I want to see first round. Let me see them Bucks.
Hey,
come on, bring Giannis to the city.
Man, the NBA slate was full with some other games. One of them just went off. The Celtics end up beating the Lakers. What did you think about that game, cuz? What was your thoughts?
Yeah, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. I'm looking at the box score. I didn't catch the end of it because we were setting up, but I just see LeBron almost went for that triple-double, just 0 for 6 from 3. You know what I'm saying? We need a couple more threes from LeBron and, Boston hot, man. Boston hot. I know we get on Jason Tatum head a lot about coming up in the moment, but 40 points for him, 31 for Jaylen Brown. Shout out to them Celtics. They're gonna be in that East. We know what them Celtics talking about. So, shout out to Brad Stevens, man. That's all his doings, man. I put their success on Brad Stevens.
Right. The game was everything it was hyped to be at the beginning. It was going back and forth, trading buckets, big bucket after big bucket. But that physicality, that Celtics physicality on defense, it really opened everything up. How they was locking up Luka. I swear, man, them Celtics, they got something for Luka. Every time they go against them, they poking at rock every time. Ball security is of the essence, so I think that was a major factor in that game. Just the Celtics pressure on defense. They opened up the third quarter think they opened up like on a 19-2 scoring run.
Yeah,
They had everything on lock. The Lakers couldn't get nothing, and them not being able to capitalize from three for so long. At one point, they was like 1 for 12 from three to open up the third.
Mm-hmm.
You can't miss that many threes in the game. You know, you
live by the three, you die by the three.
Right. You need Brian at least clip, at least 2. You need Gabe Vincent. He's a 3-point specialist over 3. That's 0 for 9 between them two. And those are 2 important pieces of their team. So you really need both of them to be hot. Unfortunately, it just wasn't their night, but that was maybe a finals preview.
Possibly. I would love to see that.
Right. Luka came on at the end. He came on at the end. Nearly, they was down by 19. He brought them back within 4 or 5. They was right there. So they both got firepower. That just goes to show you that no lead is safe with those two. They both got firepower. It can go down at any time. So, man, big game by them. Another game in the NBA, the Warriors continue their hot streak. They beat the Pistons 115. They beat
115, 110.
115, 110. My thing about that game is Draymond was back in anytime he back in Michigan, you can guarantee he's gonna put on. He's putting on for that Saginaw. He's no joke. So what was your thoughts about that game? What you see, cuz?
Good win for the Warriors. I'm starting to like them. Them Pistons starting to grow on me out there. I like they, tough ball they be playing. I like Cade Cunningham. He's a bucket for sure. But like you said, Draymond, he was feeling good in Michigan. When he go up against Michigan, go up against the Pistons, 12 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. Jimmy buckets, 26, 9 and 5, hot 30 from Steph. So. I mean, it's hard. I mean, they one little piece, them Golden State Warriors, man, they stay in championship form already. They stayed ready to contend. So keep your eye on them Golden State Warriors. Instead of, my brother, man, he'll tell you straight up about Steph Curry. He can't do no wrong. Steph can't do no wrong in his eyes. So keep your eyes on them Warriors, man. They stay championship ready.
So that playoff picture started coming to focus. How you feel about that 4 or 5 matchup? If we go against those Bucks, how you feel about that matchup?
Come on with it. I'm ready. I mean, let's see it. Let's do it. Us fully healthy, Bucks fully healthy. I mean, that's a tough matchup. Just you stop Giannis, stop Dame. You got to stop 10 of us. We 10 deep. Let's see how deep y'all are. So I'm ready for them Bucks. Let's do it.
Out in the West, Denver climbed back to number 2. Lakers, they dropped to number 3. If the playoffs started right now, the Lakers be going at it with the Warriors. With LA with the home court advantage, but what do you think about that possibility of that matchup? The possibility, oh my God.
There's nothing like NBA playoff basketball. I love, the NFL, I love they playoff. But you got to wait so long. When that NBA playoffs hit, it's basketball every night at a high level, like what people want to see. That's what people want to see when it comes to the NBA. So Lakers versus Warriors, that'll be a nasty matchup. But they would have to. They what are the Lakers right now? They number 2, 3 in the West. They're number 3. Okay, okay.
And the Warriors are sitting at that 6th spot. So they'd be locked into their playoff spot. They ain't nobody in the playoff, ain't nobody in the play-in matchups, ain't none of that.
No.
They ready to go.
They ready to go. I would love to see that matchup.
So many storylines in that matchup. Bron versus Steph again. You bring in Jimmy and Dre. You got Luka and Reeves.
Reeves, coming into his own.
Who's guarding Luka?
Jimmy.
Or Draymond.
They gonna switch off. They gonna switch out Jimmy and Draymond on Luka and LeBron. There's just
that'd be a tough matchup.
It's a tough matchup. But
guard?
LeBron can't neither of them guard LeBron. So they're gonna have to put their best bet is putting Jimmy on Luka. You know what I'm saying? And just let Luka try to bully. I mean, let Jimmy try to bully him, but Luka ain't going though. That's what I noticed about Luka. He don't go for none of that. He ain't no punk, you know, so ain't gonna be no bullying Luka. But I don't know. I'd love to see that matchup.
Who guards Steph?
Shit, nobody. You can't nobody guard Steph. Who gonna me? Shit, we got the double team Steph. Stop Steph. That's the name of the game. If you playing against the Warriors, stop Steph. Let Jimmy go out. I don't care. Stop Steph. Ain't nobody guard Steph.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. All right, cuz. So we look forward to seeing how this NBA playoff picture shake out. Who the Pacers got up next?
Pacers got. I'll tell you right now. Next up, the Pacers got the Bulls on Monday.
Bulls on Monday.
That should be easy dubs.
Yeah, okay.
Bucks on Tuesday though, back to back. Got Bulls on Monday, Bucks on Tuesday. So see, we get what we asked for. Come on, Tyrese, come on back, man, for them Bucks, and then rest your hip after that.
Right.
You don't got to play versus the Bulls. We don't need you versus the Bulls. You bring that hip out versus them Bucks.
Right. Come on. All right, now. All right, moving on. Big senior night down in Bloomington. Our Indiana Hoosiers took on the Ohio State Buckeyes. We came away with the victory 66-60. Because what were your thoughts about the game? Your overall thoughts about the season in general?
Just my thoughts on the game. I was sitting down. I had my eye on it while I was eating dinner. I really thought we was gonna sell that one, to be honest with you. It was looking tough in that second half. But we pulled it out down the stretch. Good win, IU. I remember I texted you during the game talking about Galloway, man. He said he stopped turning that ball over, man. I mean, he did his thing though. I can't. But it's not that he turned. It is in crucial situations that he stopped turning that ball over. So, but shout out to him. He did his thing tonight. But my thing on the season, I think people counted IU out early on. You know what I'm saying? I heard a lot of negativity towards IU, and hopefully that, that final game and this Big Ten tournament coming up will let them step ticket to them, March Madness playoffs, and just to go out there and show you. I ain't nobody expecting IU to come out and win it all, but just go out there and make a name for yourself. Give Mike Wilson a good ride on out the door.
For sure. All right, here's what I gotta say about it, cuz I like the way we ended that game. We was down the whole game, fighting and clawing. Things was looking ugly. Like, here goes the same IU team that, the reason why Mike Wilson's in the position he's in right now, underachieving, about to get aired out on the home floor. But then here come them Hoosiers, right back in it. Trey Galloway, big shot after big shot. He knocks down a big shot. What a perfect way to end his senior season, his career at IU, knocking down a big three to open that lead up to 5. Major bucket when we needed it. He ends his career with 1,000 points.
Yeah,
we was sitting on the tournament bubble. What a great win to end the season off, to potentially lock us into the tournament. We play Oregon in a Big Ten tournament, so let's try to get a win there to really stamp it. But just overall, man, a big victory. Mike Wilson said after the game, they asked him what his thoughts are. He said, maybe I'm retiring too soon. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't think it's his choice.
Right.
I don't think he got to say so. I think that's a forced retirement. I don't think he want to retire. I think they came and said, "Hey, man, it's about that time."
He jumped in there and said something, huh? He jumped in. He just had to speak his mind. I think I'm going too soon, if you ask me. But he has made the tournament 3 out of his 4 years. If he makes it this year, that'd be 3 out of 4.
Yeah.
So he has a legitimate argument, like, hey, maybe I'm retiring too soon, because before I came in here, y'all missed the tournament 5 straight years in a row. I came in here, I got us into the tournament. Okay. Here's my stance on that. I understand you got us into the tournament, Mike Woodson. You a beloved Hoosier, a Naptown native, graduated from Broad Ripple, a Indiana legend. But Indiana has a standard. Just making it to the tournament isn't good enough. And when we made it into the first four in. We was like one of the last teams in the tournament. 2 times. Both times he made it previously, we was one of the last teams in there. And then once we got in there, we getting scraped up. We got scraped up the first time by St. Mary's. They did us filthy. They almost put a 30 ball up on us. The next year, we get a first round win against a mid-major. And then we go against a real team in Miami. And Miami put the whooping on us.
Mm-hmm.
Got us up out of there, did us filthy. We missed the tournament last year. And here we are back again in the same position, hoping that we make it in, right? Sitting on a bubble. Okay, so we get in. What we going to do? Because we've played top 25 teams this year. We played so many, and we got scraped up a lot of times. He has a lot of 20-point plus blowouts on his resume. And then he set the standard. When he came here, he said our standard is Big Ten championships. We haven't sniffed the Big Ten championship. So I applaud Mike Woodson for what he's done at Indiana. It's not good enough, but thank you for being an Indiana staple, an Indiana legend, getting us back into the tournament, making you're leaving the program better than what you found it, and I appreciate that. I gotta thank him for that. So good luck to him. Whatever he decides to do next, he got plenty of chicken. He don't need no more, so he'll be just fine. Anything else you want to say about that, cuz?
Nope. Shout out to Mike Wilson, man. I know you get a lot of Indiana a tough place to coach, and shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? Like Cuz said, you've been putting on for Indiana for a long time. So, much respect. If you want to keep coaching, I say, give him a chance. But, I want to see how he finishes off the rest of this year too. So
I like to see him coach somewhere in IPS. If you love coaching, man, come back to the city.
Right. Put on for these IPS schools. We need a move like that right now, and to put out one of these IPS schools back on.
That'd be a major move.
Be major move.
All right, so moving on. Sectional championships tonight in the state of Indiana. What a great night of basketball, cuz.
Mm-hmm.
Some big games. Out of all the games, what was your favorite? And what were some things that stood out to you?
Out of all the games, I'll say I didn't make it to any of the sectional games, but I've heard about that Mount Vernon versus who did Mount Vernon play?
Greenfield Central.
They said that game went in a double overtime, and it was a doozy. So shout out to Mount Vernon knocking off Greenfield Central. What about you, cuz? What you think?
I like that pick. That's arguably the best player in the state of Indiana. Not even arguably. The best player in the state of Indiana, Braylon Mullins, UConn commit. It's always shocking when you see a player of his stature, of his ability, go down in sectionals. I mean, so basketball is a team sport.
Mm-hmm.
So Greenfield Central definitely had the more talented player, but Mount Vernon, that unit, that team came together tonight. I mean, they took down a giant because he's no plaything. So that was serious business. Another game that stood out to me, Fishers beat Noblesville. They stay undefeated, which is crazy because you don't see a lot of undefeated teams that's running the table. So just to see what they doing, to see their journey, they got Jason Gardner Jr. on their team, another Indiana legend from North Central. To see what his son's doing now, oh man, I'm just looking forward to seeing their journey and seeing how far they can take it. If they can run the table, that'd be a special ride. They can run the table. So, and then shout out LN too. LN got it done. So shout out to them. They end up winning their sectional. And next week regionals, we'll see who gonna do what. So we'll keep our eye on that. Go ahead, cuz.
Just call out your regionals coming up from the north, and I'm just on the 4A tip. You got Portage versus Crown Point, Homestead versus Fort Wayne Carroll, South Bend Riley versus Warsaw. Shout out to Warsaw. Warsaw girls played against LN's girls in state, so Warsaw they trying to come up out there. And then you got Fishers versus Harrison out of Lafayette. And in the South, you got Mooresville versus Lawrence North, Terre Haute North versus Whiteland, and then you got Jeffersonville, Jeffersonville versus Evansville Harrison. And that's still gonna be a regional lineup. So be looking out for them games.
Okay. All right, so we got those are big games coming up. Moving on. Today is March 9th. NFL free agency set to begin March 12th. Legal tampering period begins March 10th. Again, Chris Ballard, be ready, bro. We've already seen some trades go down. We ain't been a part of no trades. Okay. Okay. You don't want to trade for nobody. Okay, I get it. That ain't never been you. But do not let this free agency period go by. And the Colts are not a better team than what we was when we first entered this period. I'm telling you. Stop playing with that ticket. Open up that wallet and get ready to spend because it's time. Because what's your thoughts about this NFL free agency? What should the Colts do?
It's time to get better. I mean, we done did what we had to do in the draft these past few years. We know what we got. We know what we got. So the thing I don't want to see is us coming out with that same 11 from last year. You know what I'm saying? Obviously that wasn't the answer. So we need to upgrade. We need to upgrade at a lot of positions. We need to upgrade at the DB position, at the I don't know if we necessarily need to upgrade at the wide receiver position, but I would like to see some, put another target out there, whether that's a tight end or a wide receiver. But we definitely need some upgrades on that roster, man. O-line. So I don't know. Maybe he's waiting on this tampering period or this free agency to open up. But like you said, we ain't made no trades. So I know Chris Ballard likes to hold on to assets too. He's not big on giving up no assets. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how they plan to build. But, it's all speculation up until he makes some moves. So,
yeah, get busy, man. As I'm going to say, tampering starts tomorrow. So, that means agents is working. Players is working. And I know usually how this free agency works. The big names, they're going to go first.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to get signed quick. They got leverage. They unrestricted. Teams are willing to pay the big bucks to get the big name. We understand that. Usually Chris Ballard's approach has been to sit back and wait for that first wave of big spending to go by. And he like looking in what's leftovers, trying to find value deals, trying to find good fits. Maybe a player needs to prove it. Try to get a prove it deal for somebody. No more prove it deals, man. You got to gamble. That's what it's about. You may not want to pay the big money off the rip for a big name guy, but that's what has to be done. Your job is on the line. Our reputation is on the line because the Colts we known for being killers.
Mm-hmm.
We grew up in an era where we was in the playoffs every single year. We didn't know nothing about mediocrity, missing playoffs. We don't know nothing about that. We had that man Peyton Manning in the building. We had that young prodigy Andrew Luck out here. Man, we need to make these pieces fit. We need to make them gel. Man, we need some dubs, man. We need dubs, you know, and we need good players. We need the talent acquisition. Is that the term, cuz?
Mm-hmm. It requires some talent.
An influx of talent.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need that. So come tomorrow. Tonight's the last night. Is it midnight? Oh, come tomorrow midnight. Today.
Yeah.
You need to have everything lined up. I'm sure you've done your homework, but do not miss. Your job is literally on the line. Do not play no games. So we'll keep everybody updated on the NFL free agency and what's going on and our thoughts on that. Anything else you like to add further on that situation, cuz?
That's it, man. Let's get these Colts back popping, man. I'm tired of cheering for a losing team. Let's get these Colts back popping.
Mm-hmm. All right. So usually how we like to bring our segments not to a close, but how you know it's coming, it's the end is coming, the end is coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
We like to go, we like to give you a on this day in history with our sports, you know, because we sports historians, you know, we love hearing about or knowing what happened on this day. We don't care how long ago it was.
Mm-hmm.
It could have happened in 1550 when they was down in, you know, when they was in the Aztecs and they was playing on that hoop. You know, they was going down.
It's crazy.
When they was rolling heads down the pyramid.
Say whatever type of sport they was playing at the time.
Right. They was playing bowling. Mm-hmm. They was rolling heads down the steps. Yeah, they was sacrificing if they lost. If you lose, you get sacrificed.
Right. This is the big L.
We gonna send you to the sun god.
Mm-hmm.
All
that was a crazy time.
That was a crazy time. All right, so we gonna go on this day in history. March 9th. We're getting it together for y'all. Several notable events. In 2009, the World Baseball Classic highlights. Japan, they beat Korea.
That was you. They stood on them.
Australia beat Mexico 17-7. And in Pool D, the Netherlands, they beat DR. What do you think about that, cuz?
Oh man. That might be beyond my reach. That might be with the Aztecers.
That's beyond you, cuz.
That's beyond me.
All right. Maybe so I got something else for you.
Well,
2023.
Yeah. Okay, I was around.
The Carleton Ravens. They win the U Sports Women's Basketball Championship. The Carleton Ravens clinched their second national title by defeating the Queens Gales in the U Sports Women's Final 8 basketball tournament held in Sydney, Nova Scotia.
Okay, Nova Scotia.
Hey, yo, man, shout out to the Gales, man. And shout out to the Ravens, man.
Shout out to them Ravens, man.
We got to catch that league. What league is that?
You said the U, what was it?
The U Sports Women's Basketball Championship.
U Sports. I'm still trying to lock in with the WNBA. So U Sports, that's
right.
That's out there.
That's beyond me too. So I guess it wasn't nothing really popping on this day in history. That's all that's telling me. We talking about we talking about some other stuff, but
Nova Scotia women's basketball and the Korean baseball. I mean national. I guess it was national, but beyond me.
So if you haven't already, please go to our official page here on Facebook, ColdGame Sports. Hit like for us on that. Go to our YouTube, ColdGame Podcast. Make sure you subscribe. That'll help our channel grow. And then on Instagram, we got a couple names we need you to go ahead and hit like and subscribe and all that. First, go to Instagram and go to ColdGame Sports Network. Make sure you follow that page. Then I need you to go to Bigg.Malc, Bigg.Malc. Make sure you hit subscribe to that page. Then I need you to go to _BIGZAE, my Instagram page. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to that page. That'll help us out a lot. And then after you get done doing all that, I got one more mission for you. You got to hit that TikTok because you know TikTok is popping right now. We're going to have lots of clips for you. I'm talking about viral clips. We be doing numbers on TikTok. So we need to grow our TikTok. Follow us on TikTok at ColdGame Sports Network. Follow us on TikTok at Bigg.Malc, BIGG.MALC. Make sure you also follow Big Dog, BIGG.DAWG317. Make sure you follow that page because we go live on TikTok off that page. And then after you're done doing that, follow my page, Isaiah Dotson. You know the name. 0 at the end. Isaiah Dotson 0. You do all that, you helping us, and we appreciate it very much. And with that being said, we got something special for y'all.
Cold game. First round draft pick.